Hey, welcome to the Explainer. You know that serum or perfume bottle sitting on your shelf? Ever really stop and wonder, how did it get there? Turns out, it's not just about a pretty formula. It's actually the final stop on this massive, wild journey through the global beauty industry. So today, let's pull back the curtain and uncover the hidden story of your favorite products.
First things first, let's talk about the sheer scale we're dealing with. The global cosmetics and personal care market, it's on track to blow past $450 billion this year. I mean, just let that number sink in. That's not just money. That's billions of individual choices people are making every single day, all over the world.
So here's the real question, right? Where's all that cash actually going? Because this isn't just some abstract number on a spreadsheet. It's a massive force that is directly shaping the weight, the feel, and even the story of the products we use every single day. So let's follow the money and see where it takes us.
To really get a grip on this industry, you have to understand that it's not one giant single thing. Not at all. It's more like a collection of powerful, totally distinct regions. And each one has its own personality, its own priorities. So let's take a quick world tour.
Okay, so who's the big boss in the global beauty market? Well, the chart makes it pretty clear. Asia-Pacific is the undisputed giant, commanding a massive 39% of the whole pie. It's the center of gravity, for sure. Europe's a strong number too. But here's the thing. These numbers only tell you part of the story. The real story, the interesting part, is in why these regions are so different.
So let's dive into the leader, Asia-Pacific. You can think of this region as the industry's innovation engine. This is where the big trends are born. I mean, remember the whole K-beauty phenomenon? It completely flipped the script on how the West thought about skincare. And right now, the most exciting story is coming out of India, a digital-first market where the unboxing experience on social media can literally make or break your product.
Now, let's hop over to Europe, which has a totally different personality. If Asia-Pacific is the freewheeling innovator, Europe is definitely the scientist. Here, it's all about the data. Consumers demand clinical proof. They want transparent formulas. But the biggest factor? Regulation. New sustainability laws are forcing brands to design eco-friendly packaging from square one. It's not a suggestion, it's the law. Next up, North America, who we can call the digital trendsetter. This market is really being shaped by three huge demands. First, the rise of clean, non-toxic beauty. Second, a powerful and necessary push for inclusivity. And third, a massive shift to social and e-commerce. In fact, get this, by 2030, a third of all beauty sales are expected to happen online. That's a total game changer.
And now for Latin America, a true fragrance powerhouse. Here, the experience is absolutely everything. For consumers in places like Brazil and Argentina, it's about the richness of the scent, the satisfying weight of the bottle in your hand, the whole ritual of applying it. It's all about the feeling, the emotion.
And finally, we've got the next frontier, the Middle East and Africa. This region is posting around 10% annual growth, which is huge. It has really unique needs too, like specialized skincare for high UV environments and advanced hair care. Industry execs consistently point to the Middle East, right alongside India, as the most promising place for growth in the next few years.
So, as you can see, it's like a world of different personas. You've got the innovator, the scientist, the trendsetter. A successful beauty brand today knows you can't just use the same playbook everywhere. Having that deep regional knowledge, it's absolutely non-negotiable.
Okay, so we've toured the world. We've seen where all the growth is happening. But now we get to the most important question. Why? What are the deep-down values that are driving people to pick one product over another in these incredibly different places? Let's get into it.
This slide just sums it up perfectly. A brand trying to win in both Europe and India has to basically have two different brains. In Europe, the priority is that scientific proof in ticking all the sustainability boxes. But in India, it's all about creating packaging that looks absolutely amazing on a phone screen and delivers that wow moment when you unbox it. Two totally different worlds.
But, underneath all those regional quirks, there are a few powerful global currents pulling everything in the same direction. First, there's prestige. That's the demand for premium, high-quality stuff at a price that doesn't make you cry. Second, longevity beauty, which is this big shift away from quick fixes and toward long-term skin and hair health. And finally, AI-driven personalization, letting brands create hyper-custom products for, well, everyone. These three things are all working together, pushing brands to be better, smarter, and more valuable.
And this brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. This is where we connect all those giant global trends right back to that bottle in your hand. We're talking about packaging, the silent storyteller that's screaming from the shelf. Okay, this is so important. Think about it. When the actual creams and serums inside the bottles are getting more and more similar, how does a brand possibly stand out? The answer is the package itself. The weight of the glass, the click of the cap, the design. That has become the #1 way to communicate quality and tell you what a brand is all about.
And a huge piece of that story now is sustainability. You're going to hear this term monomaterial design a lot. All it means is making the entire package, like the jar and the lid, from just one material, like all glass. And why do that? It's simple. It makes recycling way easier, and it helps brands meet those super strict European rules we talked about.
You can really see how sustainability has evolved, right? It's been a journey. First, it was just a marketing claim, a little buzzword, eco-friendly. Then, you, the consumer, started to actually demand it, seeking out things like refillable pods. And now, we've hit the final stage, compliance. For brands selling in Europe, sustainable design isn't a nice-to-have anymore. It's a legal requirement. End of story.
At the very same time, your bottle is also getting way smarter. I mean, QR codes and little NFC chips are not a gimmick anymore. They're literally turning the package into a direct line to the brand. You can scan it to check if it's authentic, watch how-to videos, join a loyalty program. It's a whole new way to connect with the brands you love.
So after our whirlwind tour of global markets, consumer desires, and packaging tech, let's bring it all home. Let's tie it all together and figure out what this really means for you and for the future of the products you're going to see on the shelves.
So if you walk away with anything from this, let it be these things. First, the one-size-fits-all approach is dead. You have to understand the local market. Second, packaging isn't just a cost to be minimized. It's a powerful tool for growth. Third, materials like glass are having a major moment because they check all the boxes. They feel premium, they're sustainable, and they protect what's inside. And finally, and maybe most importantly, remember that the little bottle on your shelf is a mirror, reflecting these massive global shifts in economics, culture, and technology.
So, the next time you pick up a product, take a second look. That glass jar is telling a story. It's a story about social media in India, about regulatory meetings in Brussels, and about the changing meaning of luxury in North America. It's a story of global economics and shifting human desires, all captured in that one object. The only question left is, what story will the next one tell?